Y'all hear that? I don't. The haters are real quiet right now.
Wait till y'all play the Celtics. Y'all ain't beating the Celtics though. Y'all haven't played a real team yet. Do that against the Celtics. Y'all got a fake defense. Let's see how y'all guard the Celtics.
What they gonna say now?
But they don't have Jalen Brown or Porzingis.
I ain't trying to hear none of that, bruh. The Warriors aren't at full health either. No Pods, no Melton. Steph just came back from ankle injury. Other teams don't have a semblance of remorse when it comes to playing the Warriors with key players out. So I ain't trying to hear nothing, bro. It is what it is, man. You play who's in front of you. Even without Jalen Brown and Porzingis, the Celtics were still favored by 7 points at home. The Warriors are for real, and they just smacked a real team that the haters insisted they had to beat. So don't move the goalposts back now. By the way, a crazy stat. This is the first time since the 73-9 season that the Warriors have started the season 5-0 on the road. But anyways, man, let's dive into this game. Even without Melton and Pods, the Warriors ran with an 11-man rotation in opening quarter. An 11-man rotation on the road against the defending champs with 2 key players out. Talk about a commitment to strength in numbers. The Warriors played some pretty solid defense in the opening quarter. Outside of Derek White, they got his game off a little bit. I will admit, Derek White's a much better player than the version we played against in the 2022 finals. He's turned himself into a great shooter. His all-around game has really come around. In 2022, he was an inconsistent shooter, and the Warriors took advantage of that by gladly leaving him open. But now, you can't leave this ball-headed dude open, bro. It's crazy. Dude is cash money, bro. For whatever reason, the Warriors kept helping off of him, and he made him pay. He finished the game 7 of 16 from 3. And a quick side note, a funny moment in the second quarter. Kyle Anderson hit 3 straight threes to force the Celtics timeout, bruh. I know it must be the most frustrating thing in the world for the opposing team when Kyle Anderson with that ugly shot is just cashing it, bro. So that was crazy. The Warriors played some great defense in the first half. They held the Celtics to 40 points total and went into halftime with an 11-point lead. The third quarter, on the other hand, not so great. The Warriors got blasted, giving up 41 points in the third quarter alone. The Celtics carved up the Warriors' blitzes and traps in the third quarter. The Celtics got too many shooters all over the court, and once they get going, it's hard to stop them. The Warriors' third quarter defensive scheme backfired, and it got the Celtics players going. Mainly Jason Tatum, who Andrew Wiggins had in shackles this game, bro. Wiggins had this dude locked in San Quentin, bro. Like, it was crazy. At this point, Tatum is Wiggins' son. We saw what Wiggins did to him in the finals. Bullied him, deboed him, took his lunch money, all the above. And this game wasn't much different. There's no advantage Tatum has over Wiggins. Wiggins is Tatum's equal physically, in terms of length, size, athleticism. Watching Tatum go at Wiggins is comedy, bro. He can't blow by him. He can't overpower him by bumping him off his spot. And he can't just shoot over him. Wiggins got too much length. Wiggins just makes it tough for him, bro. Which is why this game, Tatum and the Celtics did everything they could to get Wiggins off him. After the first half, Tatum wanted no parts of going at Wiggins anymore. He gave up on that. But what they did was try to get Wiggins off him by setting screens. And Wiggins did a really good job of staying attached. He's really good at maneuvering screens. Now, Kuminga, on the other hand, it's tough, bro. Kuminga on Tatum is not a good matchup. Tatum can't really get an advantage going at Kuminga one-on-one, but all he has to do is call for a screen, and he's basically open. Kuminga has a really tough time navigating screens. If the big man sits a half-decent screen, Kuminga gets erased out of the play. So during the stretches where Kuminga was matched up with Tatum, although physically on paper it seems like a good matchup, Kuminga's inability to navigate screens meant that Tatum pretty much got wherever he wanted. Tatum's eyes lit up every time he saw Wiggins go to the bench, bro. The moment Wiggins wasn't guarding him, all of a sudden, you see Tatum start getting real aggressive. All of a sudden, that confidence comes back. Tatum pretty much torched all non-Wiggins defenders. And I'll give him credit, he took advantage. Buddy Hield got switched on Tatum a few times. Tatum took advantage. Kuminga couldn't guard him. So yeah, when you look at Tatum's final stat line, you would think, oh, he had a good game. And he did to an extent, but all that damage came after he got Wiggins off him. The next time the Warriors play the Celtics, they gotta match Wiggins' minutes with Tatum's. Every second Tatum is on the court, Wiggins has to be out there too. Wiggins is by far the best Tatum defender in the league. No player in the league guards Tatum as well as Wiggins does. If you can lock up Tatum, the Celtics offense crumbles. And Wiggins is probably the only one I trust guarding him. The second best option is GP2, because he can get up under him defensively and he can be disruptive with his quick hands. But if Tatum does catch the ball in the spots, he can just shoot over him, which is why Wiggins is the ideal matchup. And this is why I wasn't an advocate of trading Wiggins. Wiggins being back healthy and locked in has been a huge game changer for the Warriors. They're just so much more formidable on both sides of the ball, especially defensively. A locked in Wiggins is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, bro. It's so hard to score on this dude. Whenever the offensive player rises up for what he thinks is a clean shot, here comes Wiggins with that long go-go gadget extendo arm for a contest. All right, let's talk about the chef. Even at the ripe age of 36 years old, the Celtics still can't guard this man, bro. That's the Warriors' key advantage versus Boston in these head-to-head matchups. Even with Derek White and Drew Holiday, 2 of the best perimeter defenders in the league, 2 all-defensive caliber guards, they can't do nothing with Steph, bruh. Meanwhile, the Warriors have the best Tatum defender in the league in Wiggins. That's the equalizer right there. The Celtics might be more talented on paper, but in a head-to-head matchup, Steph is by far the best player on the court. Nobody on the Celtics can create as many advantages for him or his teammates. Nobody on the Celtics can go bucket for bucket with Steph down the stretch. Now, for those of you who are going to say the Celtics didn't have Jalen Brown, that's true, but the Warriors got guys for him. GP2, Draymond Green, DeAnthony Melton. Between those three, I think the Warriors can defend Jaylen Brown extremely well. Also, don't sleep on Moses Moody defensively. I think he could do a decent job on Jaylen Brown as well. And by the way, Jaylen Brown still can't go left. And against a team like the Warriors, they're definitely going to take advantage of that. As a defensive scheme, they're going to shade him left, and they're going to force him to make a play going as we can. All right, moving on. I was pretty disappointed with TJD's performance this game. He got thoroughly outplayed by Keita. TJD didn't look ready for this type of game. He wasn't active on the boards by any means, and he got caught ball watching a few times and failed to box out. First of all, this dude Keita, man, the Warriors had Keita looking like prime Will Chamberlain, bro. It was crazy. This dude was grabbing offensive rebounds. He was catching every lob. He was just dunking on people. It was crazy, bro. Like, he's not that good, dude. And I believe this is only the second start of his career. There's no way Trae got outplayed that bad by this dude. But shout out to Kevon Looney, who saved the day in the second half. The Celtics were killing the Warriors on offensive boards in the third quarter, but Looney came in and stabilized the rebounding, and he had 2 big-time putbacks late in the fourth quarter. Without those effort plays from Looney, it's no telling if the Warriors win this game or not. And it's games like this, where Trace looks overwhelmed, where Looney's a common veteran presence. He comes in, stabilizes the defense, stabilizes the rebounding, and makes the right play. Shout out to the Loon dog, bro. Next up, let's talk about Buddy Hield. The Warriors struggled offensively in the first quarter until Buddy checked in. Dude comes in off the bench and immediately hits a deep 2 that should have been a 3. Buddy has 16 points this game. Tied with Wiggins as the second leading scorer for the Warriors behind Steph. And he hit the biggest shot of the game late in the fourth quarter to make it a 111-104 advantage with 46 seconds left, essentially icing the game. Buddy has the ultimate confidence in his abilities. You could tell he's unfazed in clutch moments. This was a huge shot right here, and Steph trusted him to knock it down. You could tell Steph, Draymond, Steve Kerr, and the rest of the Warriors instills the ultimate confidence in him. Let's hear what Buddy had to say post-game.
Well, what do you think? I mean, it's just a statement. If we don't win this game, everybody's like, oh, they didn't play nobody. You know, so you got to come make a statement, right? And on the road, so that's how the basketball world talks. You know, they say we haven't played nobody yet, so we battle tested and got to see if it's real. Yeah, I still give us some buckets though. I still give us some cheap. You know, I gotta be better at, and that's on me. I gotta keep sticking to the game plan. You know, just Stacker's on me. Everybody's on me. Draymond's on me, and I'm just learning from them and getting better and like learning championship habits. You know, that's what they always preach, championship habits. So I'm just staying locked in and getting stops when I need to get stops. We got stops and made buckets at the right time.
Hey, I'm a huge fan of Buddy. He's saying all the right things, and I like what he's about. I was a little worried Buddy might get exposed this matchup if the Celtics kept targeting him on defense. And you know what? They tried it, and they did score on him a few times. But guess what? He finished the game at plus 25. So even though he got taken advantage of a few times offensively, he held up more than enough for Boston to get thoroughly outplayed in his minutes on the court, as evident by the fact that he had the best plus-minus of the game. What he brings to this team offensively is invaluable for the Warriors. This was a huge pickup. Mike Dunleavy really had one hell of an offseason, and Buddy Hield in a Warriors jersey seems like it was always meant to be. It's literally a perfect fit. Next up, we got the Cavs and Thunder. Both teams, as of now, are a combined 16-1. So this is a huge opportunity for the Warriors to put the league on notice. I think they make a statement and smack them both. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments y'all biggest takeaway from this game and what y'all expect over these next 3 games. Don't let the Warriors win these next 2 games. I'm telling you, I might be talking crazy if they do, bruh. If I entertained you or you learned something new, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. I'll holler at you on the next one. Peace.